Okay, we're here at the lake. Got the lounger loaded up. First thing we're going to do, since we're using primarily our Minn Kota Terrova Ipilot trolling motor, is we got to get the power on. And on the lake lounger, power setup again is in the back. See here, right? We open that container up. We got our 4 deep cycle marine batteries are in there, and then over here on the right side of the power box is a switch, and the switch has banks. So I'm going to switch the little white. They've got a little white arrow on the red dial to bank 1, and then I'll have power to my trolling motor. And there's a whole another bank in there. There's bank 2. So bank 1 is 24 volts, which are 2 batteries hooked up in parallel to make, hooked together in series to make 24 volts. So now, push this back up. We'll go back up to the front. Walk up to the front of the boat. And then on the trolling motor, so here's the front of the trolling motor, as you can see. Let's see if I can get it in the shot here. We can now hit this test button right here, and we can see that we've got all 4 lights lit up, indicating power. And then what we would do is we would hit the power button and just turn that trolling motor on. So we've put bank 1 on back there and lit up 1 bank, and then came and turned our trolling motor on. So now we'll use it, and we'll go all the way through that bank before we switch over to bank 2. But so you would turn it on here. Now while it's on, it's actually syncing itself up. Come back over here. We're going back to the back. Back again, right here. As you can see, is the puck that Humminbird has come up with, and that helps with it talks via Bluetooth to the trolling motor, and it helps calibrate the position of the boat. So it understands and records the bearing of the boat and communicates that with the head of the trolling motor, which has GPS functionality with the satellites to know its position. So this puck is now communicating, as long as the trolling motor is on, with that trolling motor, and it will also communicate with the handheld. And when we get out on the water, we'll break out the handheld. All right, we're live here on the lake lounger. Got the mini top up. The electronics, wireless, remoted trolling motor. What do you think, Brian?
So morning, day 2, we got out here late in the afternoon. We dealt with some 25-mile-an-hour winds. This morning it's calm. We're dealing with some rain, so we put the Power Bimini top up, and we're able to stand under that. We've got our Minn Kota trolling motor on, constant on. That's one of the functions of it. So we had to travel from our dock out to our fishing spot, and it's maybe a quarter mile out, half mile tops. So we put there's a CON on the paddle, on one of the tabs on the side of the trolling motor paddle. That's constant on. And now we're using the handheld because we've synced that. We've powered our trolling motor on. It's synced with our puck on the rail, and we've turned our handheld remote on. So now we're controlling the trolling motor hands-free, right? With our trolling motor, we've got the constant on. We've dialed the speed to where we're traveling comfortably, and we're watching our electronics. I mounted the Garmin Live Scope transducer to the bottom of the trolling motor, and we've got that set up so we can see depth, we can see the position of our boat, we know where we're going now. We're just looking for walleyes. So that constant on function allows you to be able to, you see the green light on the foot pedal, that's constant on. That allows you to travel at a constant speed, almost like your cruise control. And then you dial the speed with the minus arrows on here, and you use the minus key and plus key. Minus for slow, positive for faster, and then use the arrow key to steer. and you can get yourself in position. So now we're out here and we're in our walleye area, and we're just going to use the electronics to find them. Then we'll spot lock. And the spot lock on the hand remote is an anchor button. You use that anchor button to spot lock the trolling motor. That acts as an auto anchor. On the actual trolling motor, right under the dial, there's also a button with a picture of an anchor, and you would use that anchor key to stop yourself. And once you press that, the GPS inside the head of the trolling motor recognizes you want to stay in that position, so it keeps you in a radius of that position. You don't need to bring an anchor. You can just spot lock it, and it's great for fishing, for jigging like we are over the sides of the boat. Definitely the kids like to swim with it too. If you find a nice place to swim in the middle of the lake, kids put the life jackets on, they can jump off these side rails, put the ladder out, they climb back up off the ladder. But it's got awesome uses for fishing, and we'll show you that again today. Fishing in the fall in your Bennington pontoon boat, probably not going to want a big blood stain on the floor, but with the vinyl flooring in the lake lounger, that's all you need is a little bit of water.
Perfect.